talk about in other company, and it's a risk, is that there were people like Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, and those guys, and what they were great teachers. Now, the problem with life is, after the teachers come they don't do what they're talking about. They tell you what they're talking about. Do that make sense, you guys here? They can't do it. They're like consultants. One of the definitions of consultants I heard was this: a consultant is somebody who can tell you how to have, in 75 different ways, the most erotic sex possible. They can tell you how to do it, but they can't find anybody to do it with. So everything I've told you here is this, is the moment my Chinese dad told me about this formula here, this formula was better than my old formula, buying retail. Do you get what I'm saying? I had to let go of an old formula. Now, it doesn't mean I don't use the old formula. It's like an old pair of golf clubs. You sort of keep them around for your friends to use. But I'd rather have the new golf clubs. I want a new formula. And the reason I bring this up today is this. This is the National Achievers Congress. It is not the National Intellectuals Congress. It is a National Achievers Congress. It is not the National Followers Congress. If you go home and do nothing, and you just talk about what you've learned, then you have wasted your time and money. Do you hear what I'm saying? You must take action. Achievers take action. This way, when I learned this stuff, I made lots of mistakes. I lost lots of money. God knows. So please don't be preachers. Become teachers. The future of this country lies in this room right now. And what a teacher does is they lead by example, not by words. And my father hung around a lot of college professors, and there were lots of words. I hate to say it, I mean, I liked them a lot, but they could tell me how to do something, but they couldn't do it themselves. And that is a demarcation, whether you're an achiever or not. Do you take action? Are you willing to make mistakes? And that is a demarcation, whether you're an achiever or not. Do you take action? Are you willing to make mistakes? Because I'm going to say something right now as you guys climb. Because I'm sure right on the heels of your boom are countries called Cambodia and Vietnam. Is that correct? They're on your heels right now. And when those cranes, all the construction of those cranes come down, there's going to be unemployment again. I've seen it happen in real estate all the time. So, in today's world, what we are today is we are not an information society anymore. Contrary to what people say, what we are is a learning society. And your success in the future is not how much information you have. People will not care what you know. What they want to know is how fast can you learn. Do you hear what I'm saying? Hello? It's what they don't care. I mean, my next door neighbor has an MBA from Harvard. I said, big deal. Show me your financial statement. So the key to the future is how fast do you learn? How fast can you drop your old winning formula and adopt a new winning formula? That will be the question. If you go home today and you just talk about this stuff, then you're a preacher. You've got to take action. Do I make sense, you guys here? The key to your competitive edge is how fast can you lead? How fast can I adopt a new idea? As soon as my Chinese father showed me how I could make $1 million faster, did I argue? No. I said, tell me more, man. I met this one friend of mine. She has been working 50 years. She is so proud. I mean, bless her soul. She's got $500,000 in savings, earning 5%. Jeez. I said, I can make that in a day. But she wants to hang on to her what? Winning formula. Because that's what she was taught. That is her winning formula. And what prevents, I'll say it again and again, what prevents people from success is they hang on to an old formula and do not adopt a new formula. Have I made my point today? So, thank you. So the last secret, and this was both dads taught me, my Chinese dad and my Japanese dad, is the key to their achievement for both of them. And they were very, very, very successful men. I forgot the number. Is it number 4 or 5? 4. Number 4. Make mistakes. Because when you go to school, if you make too many mistakes, what do? They punish you. You get thrown out. They call you stupid. I've been called stupid many times in my life. Now, this here is the big secret of achievers. Achievers are willing to take risks. Intellectuals aren't. They want to study it forever. Ever seen a baby learn how to walk? The baby, stands up and falls down, and stands up and falls down. Then what do? Stand up again. Does the baby go, boom, oh, I'm a failure? Babies don't know that. It's only until they get intelligent that somebody tells them. And the only reason I'm in front of you today is I've made more mistakes. It's not because I was more intelligent. Thank you. I've made horrendous mistakes. And I had 2 fathers that said that's the only way to go. So I'll give you 2 more tips, and then I'll go into the last part of it. Is my rich dad said this. He says, never say I can't afford something. Okay, that's one tip. The other one is this. I forgot what it was. Oh. Watch out for your friends. Choose your friends carefully. Because as you achieve, how many people have met people that want to hold you back? They get jealous of your success. I found a deal the other day where the government was going to pay me 16% interest on my money secured by real estate. Now, did I go and question the government? No, I took the deal. If I got screwed, no big deal. But if I didn't, I got 16%. My neighbor gets 4% on his money, and he came and gave me every reason why I wouldn't get that deal. He's talking about it. I'm putting 16% in my pocket. But every day he comes up to me and says, you're going to lose money. I said, so what? And because in his world, it's not okay to make what? Mistakes. Okay? Oh, the last thing, for those of you who are the Imelda Marcuses of the world, who love the Rolex watches, which I do, and the Brioni suits, and the Ferragamo shoes, I love it. I am Imelda Marcos in the male form. What my Chinese dad taught me was this. Like the other day, about 6 months ago, I wanted a new Porsche convertible. Now, I love that car. But if I bought the Porsche convertible, it would be a liability. Because I have to pay, even if I paid cash for it, it's a liability. I've got to pay for it. I got to put gas in it and all this. So the rule of thumb he taught me was this, is you buy an asset first, and your asset pays for your liability. Does that make sense, you guys here? That's the way, so I'm wearing all this stuff. I'm not being a hypocrite. My tenants are paying for this right now. So I'll close with this, about making mistakes. I've been bankrupt twice. You ever gone skydiving without a parachute? So I lost everything in 1979. I felt terrible for a year. And I was back in action by 83 and went bankrupt again in 84. It's no different than the baby. Each time I got smarter. Do you get what I'm saying? I learned from my what? Mistakes. And if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn anything. The people who are going to go home and say, my winning formula is play it safe, not make mistakes, that is not the winning formula of an achiever. And what's really hard being Asian is, I tell you what, when I went bankrupt, I lost face. You guys know what I'm talking about. White guys, they go, oh, no big deal, you know. And what holds us Asians back is we got to look good. We're going broke, but we're looking good. So in 1984, after losing more face, I had to leave Hawaii. You know, they were after me. I wind up in California. My wife and I are driving this beat-up brown Toyota Celica. We were homeless in 1984. Homeless. We're sleeping in the car in wintertime. Man, it's cold. It's cold. We had no money. You know, we'd make a few bucks and put some gas, eat a little bit. And I still remember this one night, you know, our credit cards were charged to the max. I lost another $1 million. A learning experience. And I went to being the true hero, I said, you go to the desk. I can't afford, you know, I don't want to lose face here. So she goes to the desk and puts this credit card, and the guy didn't check it. You know what I mean? Because every place that checked it, it would come up, arrest this man. So the desk clerk didn't check it. And I went, oh my, we're not homeless tonight. And I still remember to this day, 1984, sitting in the Sixpence Motel in Del Mar, California, huddling from the cold. An utter failure. Hugging my wife. As a man, I can't even provide for my wife. We're just hugging and I'm crying, you know, going, how could I screw up so badly? And she says, don't worry, I'll go and buy some Kentucky Fried Chicken. You'll feel better. So I still remember sitting there eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, taking a shower after 5 days of not bathing, watching the TV set, you know, going like this. I owe bills up to my eyeballs. People will not talk to me anymore. And it's only one thing that pulled me out. And I had an English teacher who taught me Shakespeare. And she did not teach me Shakespeare because she wanted me to memorize the stuff. She wanted me to learn from that great writer. And I memorized this poem. And as I sat there huddling with my wife, an utter failure, bankrupt again, another big mistake. The only thing that pulled me out was this poem. And it goes like this, by William Shakespeare. You will be what you will to be. I'll say that again. You will be what you will to be. It has nothing to do with the economy. It has nothing to do with the grandiose growing of Malaysia here. It's up to you. I wanted to be a rich man. The only thing that pulled me out was my will to be a rich man. And I don't care if you want to be the best actor, the best athlete, the best mother, the best salesman. The only person when you look in the mirror is you. It is your will, nobody else's. You look in that mirror and you go, it's me. So this poem, I'm sitting on that bed, hugging my wife, crying my eyes out. And I said, the only thing that's going to pull me out of this mess is my will, because I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. And the poem goes like this. You will be what you will to be. Let failure find its false content in that poor word environment. But spirit scorns it and is free. It conquers time. It masters space. It cows that boastful trickster chance and bids that tyrant circumstance uncrowned to fill a servant's place. The human will that force unseen, the offspring of a deathless soul, can hew its way to any goal, though walls of granite intervene. Be not impatient in delay, but wait as one who understands. When spirit rises and commands, the gods are ready to obey. Thank you very much.